Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. The mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year.
Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. You haven't missed too much just yet. We're still in the first quarter and ready for a kickoff. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 41-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect. But that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A run for Nick Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Vic Beasley.
That's out to the left and complete.
Mayfield.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out to his left. Oh, he'll let one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll roll him out right. He can run, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beck. And got his man. Complete. Mayfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass as they have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
15.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. Shifts by him. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Mayfield.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try the option, left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Good for a Tennessee.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And goal to go.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
15. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay.
today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's a loss of 2.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Total relentlessness of consistency, almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it.
It's a foot race. The 30, 20, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A spin. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one. They keep the drive rolling. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Breeze to throw again. Oh, he shifts past him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Latavius Murray. It's a gain of 2 yards.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
An incomplete and excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
More there defensively.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Chiefs 0.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
A loss of 3 yards.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 40 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And this is picked up by the Saints.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it. They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Down at the 18-yard line.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Chris Jones.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And the Saints.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Downfield. Offense.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Breeze. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Rolling to his right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Shot before half for Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, but fortunately the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Now Breeze. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So we've reached halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The kick is,
And he's able to put it through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the in trouble in the ball. It's loose. The ball bouncing around. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone. So that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Williams loses the football.
You thought you
this
had
is
it,
picked up by
you
the
thought you had
Saints. And he will not get all the way home, but he will. We'll take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
no gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring it back all the way. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And they'll still try and run for it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Saints 41.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt about it.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delayed game. Offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Well, if you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delayed game. Offense.
Play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
6 figures every year, yeah, I earned that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that list, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0. Now this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Get it more than when I get expecting us to back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news like a bad.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach,
Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. I like your respect. You're the morning when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news like a bad.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin. This drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Watch out for Hill on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably
probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 8.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's a matter really of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already, now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
9-yard line.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with it.
But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, good return. Up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score.
And a loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Mahomes pass complete. Fumble on the play.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running with Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You look night. Some look night. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
On the carry. Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints just continue to roll. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the ground, Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. A big loss on the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 16-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught.